I can certainly tell a number of stories, and maybe one short and quite interesting one was really to do to a business unit. We're quite a diverse organisation. We go all the way from mining coal, which we then convert into fuels using a rather unique technology. So a basic business in our organisation is coal mining. So we have a business unit called Sasol Mining. And there was a rather interesting outcome to a Barrett analysis, if you want to call it, to applying the CTT tools that led to conversations, led to an awareness that really wasn't there. And it was all to do with the fact that the Sasol mining business is a pretty good business. They're pretty together, they're pretty with it. Their Barrett result in general in terms of entropy is good, relatively good compared with the rest of the organization. Yet what was exposed by in the early days by the analysis was blame. Blame actually tended to emerge as one of the potentially limiting values in the analysis. Now that was quite strange. As I said, it didn't occur anywhere else in Sasol. There was even an initial feeling that this must be a mistake. There must be an error in the results. Let's go back to Barrett and say, you got that one wrong. Let's try it again. But what was interesting, once again, in stimulating a conversation and a bit more awareness and discussions with the senior people, it soon emerged that it was absolutely consistent in the sense that it turned out that blame is a characteristic almost of the mining industry, of the coal mining industry. It's not Sasol. It's just the way things are. We found, for example, the way they work and the way they're rewarded. They tend to arrive on shift. They are rewarded in terms of bonuses as to how much coal you mine during a session, which is not the way the rest of our company works. At the end of the shift, if you're asked to mine 1,000 tons of coal and you don't, the mining industry tends to seek retribution, tends to say, okay, who messed up? You go and find the person who messed up, you give them an interesting talking to, some other sort of action to get their minds right, and the next shift arrives, and sure enough, you mine the 1,000 tons. And we found in talking to other coal mining companies, they concurred that there's a culture in coal mining that says that there's a culture of blame. And it wasn't apparent before using the cultural transformation tools to expose that. And therefore we're able to deal with it as almost a mining cultural issue as opposed to a Sasol issue that you could deal with from a more generic mining industry perspective. And they've certainly done that and had discussions with other coal miners as to whether they accept that, whether that's the way things are, or whether there's advantage to doing something about elimination of blame from the mining culture.